Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gina Marie Agderian. I am the author of The Letters in the Old House, available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle. I will have a link to purchase the book in the description below. So today is another episode of Book Talk. This is a series where I talk about a book that I recently read, what I liked, what I didn't like, and ultimately help you determine if you would like to read this book. So today I'm talking about Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors, and I saw this in Barnes & Noble and saw some people talking about it online a little bit and decided to pick it up. The story seemed interesting enough. This really fell flat for me. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. I had much higher expectations, and not that the writing was necessarily bad. The writing was quite good. It's about 4 sisters, and one of them, you know this in the beginning, has passed away. So the 3 sisters are coming up on the anniversary of the 4th sister's death, and they are trying to grapple with what her death means to them, how her death has changed them, what their next step in their lives is going to be. And so it really follows the 3 of them. And I don't know if this might be a me thing, but I just couldn't connect to the story. And somebody who has sisters might, but I'm an only child, so I don't have siblings. So to connect to this was very difficult for me. The writing was good. This is not a knock against the author or anything. The story, I guess, was fine. I didn't, to be honest, and I know this may sound kind of bad, but I didn't really care about any of the characters in a way that I normally do when I read a book and get invested in a book, and I just couldn't get invested in this, probably again because I don't have siblings. So I don't necessarily understand the ins and outs of a sibling relationship from firsthand experience. I don't understand what it feels like to have a sibling. So that was a little bit challenging for me. Putting that aside, the book felt like it dragged a little bit in certain parts. There were some things that happened in the book that just kind of felt like we need to move on. Okay, like we get it. This one's a mess. That one's dealing with some stuff with the marriage, blah, blah, blah. Like we kind of get it. And I just felt like the author kept going back to, or rather the story really kept going back to these things that it was almost like belaboring the point, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. So that's how I felt about this book. Personally, I do think that the characters were well thought out. They were definitely very distinctive characters. So you really got a sense of who they were and their relationship with one another, and who's closer with whom, and who had this kind of relationship with the other one. And I think that the author did a good job creating very separate and distinct characters, all with flaws and all with good and bad things about them that you get to know. Like I said, just if you're an only child like myself, you may want to skip this book, just because it does deal so much with sibling relationships, and I couldn't connect to it. So that was my experience with this book, but your mileage may vary. You may really enjoy it if you have sisters and you are interested in exploring a book that explores sibling relationships and sister relationships. So Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. Let me know in the comment section if you have read this book or if you plan to read this book. And as always, guys, happy reading.